beautiful people. How are you all? Thank you so much, you guys. Oh, look at you all over here already. Fantastic. Sorry about a little bit of a delay getting started today. Just kind of waiting for the internet to come good. Sometimes, I don't know why, but right on 12, right when I'm about to go stream, it just kind of dips and you go, really? So I just wanted to wait and it came back up. And so I was like, okay, good. We are good to go now, people. All right. Good to see you all. Yay. Big shout outs to you guys who are here already. Big love. We've got Crimson Hex. Good to see you. Missed you too. Thank you for that. Hobie Benelli is in the house. Starry Wisdom. Stephen Beecham. Alien Bunny. Good to see you, my love, as well. Very, very cool. Ryben Card. Indies Ghost is back from holiday and he's back with us again. Awesome. Good to see you, Indies. And I noticed your comment earlier. You said you could carry on the holiday without the children, so I think most people would probably understand that, those that have children. I can imagine. Yes, very, very kind of like you need a holiday from the holiday sometimes afterwards, but that is perfect. Awesome. We've got Black Atmosphere here. Good to see you. And Rim Goddess, good to see you, my friend. Thanks for joining us. We've got Off Grid Lifestyle, like the name. Very good. Off the grid. Excellent. Except for the internet, but that's all right. All good. And who else is here? We've got Blippy. Hey, Blippy. Good to see you. Thank you, Blippy, for joining our beautiful Patreon family today. I saw that as well. Lovely. Can't wait to catch up with you after this one as well. Ronald Rockatansky, if I've got that right. Fantastic. Good to see you. Awesome. Very big welcome to anyone else coming in. Anyone I've missed. Delta Destroyer is here. Alexi. Good to see you, my friend. And Bella Bruce as well. Awesome. Big love. Michael Danford. Awesome. Dr. Song, of course. Here, the first here. First off the mark. Excellent. Good to see you, Michael Danford. Fantastic. All right, Lothar. Hey, Lothar was here thinking he's missed the stream because there's so much activity going on. All good. Love to see you guys. Very good morning to my friends in Germany. Very, very early over there. So always appreciate you guys and your, crazy early starts for these streams. It's amazing. Malin and Daryl in the house as well. Axe Genesis. Beautiful. Great to see you guys. Awesome. And Jason Matthew. Nice one. Good to see you over here. Jeff D. Eduardo, hey, good to see you, Eduardo. Oh, Marco Yanatelli, thank you. Shipping from Australia is too expensive. Bless your heart. Thank you, Marco. Marco's a Patreon, so we do these like send outs every month and stuff. And bless your heart. Yeah, it is expensive, but that's okay. It's a give kind of, balance going on over here. Thank you so much, Marco. Appreciate it. Very cool. And what we got over here, Michelle Faith is here. Good to see you, my friend. And Ro, I saw someone say hello. Ro, where's Ro? Ro's there. Excellent. Ro, one of our superstar dancers in the yes, she's also in the Deep Energy remix version of the Be Here Now video. Fantastic. All right. Beautiful. Ron Carlson is here. Thank you for the purple hearts, Ron. Love it. Awesome. And Facundo, I don't know if I said hello to you as well. Yes, my beautiful friends in Texas as well. Dave Bukowski is here. Good to see you with his shiny blue spanner. Fantastic. And The Edge, good to see you. I Would Do Nothing. Good to see you as well. Wow, welcome everybody. Fantastic. Thank you for being here. Another week. Amazing. And bit of a little exciting sort of announcement to make because, it's a little milestone for me. You guys remember I'm a sort of independent artist on an independent label. So, my scope is what it is. But my YouTube channel has just gone over 2 million views. Yay! Yay! So that's quite a milestone for me. And, I did a little video when it kind of did pass the 1 million views mark. So I think I might have to do another little one just for another yay, because that is such a big reflection, of you guys, your support, your, continued, just being here with me. And I really, really appreciate that. It's just amazing. You guys literally are part of that. You're part of that. It's just awesome. And I love, what we have here, this amazing community and sharing all the stuff. But just, it really makes me want to thank you guys for like every view, every time you share, every time you kind of like let someone else know about it, say, hey, check this out. All of that is really significant in my world, because it really does actually make things move and the world expands and that kind of thing. So big love to all of you for that. I really, really, really appreciate it. And what's super, super, super inspiring about this is that it hasn't actually even been a year since I did the yay, it's over 1 million views. So in the last 10 months, you guys, you and I, all of you and I have gone over another million. I want to swear, but I'm not going to. It's just awesome. And I love you guys so much for that. That's just awesome. So feel the love, people. Feel the love. It is coming at you. Just amazing. Be Here Now is nearly hitting 20,000 views on the video clip, which is amazing. The Deep Energy video clip's getting a lot of love there as well. And, Skyscrapers just went off. It's just went crazy. So, it's over 300,000. You're just amazing. All of you people. Love you. Brilliant. So, yay. Blippi's celebrating. Awesome. Thank you so much, you guys. It's not possible without you. So just remember that, and that's why I want to say thank you. Awesome. All right. So very, very exciting. Very exciting. Next week, don't know if you remember, because I did mention it, but next week, you people, is a live performance. Yay! So we're getting out, going to do some songs, going to have some fun and do some, live performance with you guys again next week. So very exciting for that. Back-to-back live streams. It's all happening this fortnight. Partly scheduling, but also like a busy time coming up. So it might be a couple of weeks or a few weeks for the next one. So I just wanted to get another one in here. We're still like celebrating the whole Be Here Now thing. So I want to do some more songs with you guys. Looking forward to that. That is next week on the 20th. So same time, same channel on the 20th next week, you guys. Hope you can be here for that. It's going to be heaps of fun, and always love, doing the live music with you. Awesome. So the plan for today, obviously we are hanging out, feeling the love, lots of hearts flying, beautiful. Faustino Tapia, thank you. And Blippy, yay. And Byron, good to see you over here as well. Fantastic. So the Aldebaran Empire, fantastic. Thank you and welcome. Hey, anyone who's actually new here, do you want to do a little, like, in the comments, in the chat, just put in a little hashtag new, and we can all welcome the new people, because we have some beautiful veterans who've been here with me for a little while, and it's just kind of cool to see who's new and give you a little shout out there as well. Tony M, excellent. Good to see you. That's it. Fantastic. Eleni, good to see you. So some new names I'm seeing. So just love to welcome all the new people. Excellent. All right, so I'll let that have a little moment. I mean, you can put in like hashtag not new, hashtag old. That's totally fine. But yes, very cool to always welcome some new faces. Awesome. So that is it. Plan for today, as I said, we're hanging out. We're going to have like the tip of the week. And I was struggling with what to call it for this week, because it's a really kind of cool topic, but it's really about setting boundaries. But I thought the best way to sort of sum up what I'm trying to share with this one is it's all about how to say no and why it's really important to say no. So I'm going to share a little bit with you guys on that one. I did go into this with last week doing a Patreon vlog, and we went into this a little bit. So I'm going to go into a little bit further for you guys, and it's a bit of a fun one, just kind of like some good life skills in there, but you'll see what I mean anyway. Very cool. Facundo says very old. Aldebaran Empire is a noob. Excellent. Tony M is old. Hey, Chris, good to see you. Old school industrial. Fantastic. Hey, Fairy Gamers here as well. Good to see you. And Greg Villard, new from New Mexico. Awesome. Welcome, Greg. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us over here. All right. So, yes, how to say no is a very good tip of the week and kind of why it's really important. That's a big part of it. Awesome. And yes, then, of course, we're going to have a bit of music in between times, and got a bit of Q&A coming up after that. So I've got a question that's come through that I'm going to answer some questions on. But just remember, if you have any questions, keep them in mind and definitely fire them through the Q&A section. I'm very happy to answer any questions over there as well. Excellent. Turbo Turd. Very funny. He is new crew. Awesome. Welcome to you, Turbo. I might just call you Turbo for short. How about that? Funny. People have some really amazing, funny YouTube names. Hey, I do love it. The creative ones. Excellent. All right, so then, just a reminder, we have the Patreon stream after every live stream. So that is like anybody, Marco, anybody who super chats automatically will get an invite to the Patreon stream as well. So if you do, just email me through my website, like in between times, and I will send you a link, and would love to join you over there. So today on the Patreon stream, we're going to be going even deeper into some little bit of universal law, and also some updates on some new projects coming up as well. So always kind of get the inside scoop over there, which is kind of heaps of fun. Excellent. All right, so going to be moving on to tip of the week, you beautiful people. And just a reminder as well that if you are inspired to become a patron, there's always a link in the description below as well. So that's a beautiful family over there. Some of these people just in here are part of that beautiful family, and we have a bit of fun over there as well. Awesome. So on with the show, beautiful people, we are going on to tip of the week. So as I mentioned, this is all about how to say no. And I'm going to ask you to bear with me, because this might sound a little bit selfish in the beginning, and it might sound a little bit weird, but there's a method to the madness, right? So there's always a bigger kind of thing going on. Hey, serial killer is all here. Excellent. I was just thinking of your name when I was thinking of like the funny YouTube names. I love it. Brilliant. Smashes that cereal every time. Excellent. So as I mentioned, like every week I do a video. I also publish one for my patrons. It's like a special little vlog or whatever it might be. And this last week we were discussing something that I call the law of least annoyance. So LOLA, law of least annoyance. And just as an indication, like if you want to say in the chat or whatever, but do any of you find that you have difficulty saying no to people? Is it something that you struggle with? And sometimes I find that, maybe it's not everyone that you have difficulty saying no to. It's quite, sometimes to a stranger that might be quite easy. But if it's the closer someone is to you, sometimes the more difficult it can be to say no to them, right? Especially if it's family, really, really close friends. People can really push your boundaries sometimes, and you don't, necessarily feel comfortable with saying no all the time. Not always the time, but, not every single time. But in those difficult moments, it can be quite a hindrance, right? And there can sometimes be an expectation from them on you that because you're close, that yes, you should do this for them. It's automatic. You should do this. Crimson saying, well, honestly, I help my friends more than myself because I'm that person who would love to see the person succeed more than myself. Well, beautiful, Crimson, but it's kind of like if you refer back to that analogy of like the masks, say on a plane, if it's about to go down, it's like fit your mask before you fit anybody else's, because you're no use to anybody else if you're not looking after yourself first. So just put that little seed out there for you. But yes, so we all need to set boundaries, right? It's really, really important that we all have boundaries, because we've got to look after ourselves first. Like if you're depleting yourself, depleting your energy, then obviously you're not going to be as much help to other people and that sort of thing. So the law of least annoyance is kind of a funny one. It was introduced to me as something else, like called the law of lesser pisses, but I'm going to call it the law of least annoyance, because it's kind of like, if you've got the choice between annoying yourself or annoying them, choose them, okay? This, like I said, it's going to sound maybe a bit selfish, maybe a weird in the beginning, but if you've got the choice between annoying yourself or annoying them, choose them. And you go, well, why? Well, why? Because they might be annoyed for what? 5 minutes, 10 minutes, maybe a day at the most. you might be annoyed for days, hours, weeks, months, even years. If it's something really significant, something really, really big that you didn't say no, that you didn't set a boundary for, you know, you may be really, really carrying that for a really long time. So depending on the magnitude of what it is that you're actually dealing with. And so it's really, really important, right, to look after yourself, look after what those boundaries are. And so I'm going to share a little story with you guys just about a friend of mine called Dave, who basically, like, I've been trying to tell him about this idea. It's this principle. It's kind of like a universal law, if you like, you know, a bit of a artistic interpretation of one. But I've been trying to teach him this one for a while, and finally, he got it. Okay, so basically, like, to give you the kind of background, a little bit of a sort of example of Dave and his life. Well, he's married, you know, beautiful young couple. They moved interstate, built a beautiful house, built a beautiful, like, spot by the beach, really, like, nice quiet community and all of this. Really, they have amazing friendships, amazing family relationships, but they were really getting a bit swamped where they were living. They were living kind of like too close to family, that they had people inundating them every day, you know, like not maybe every week, every other day. You know, they really didn't have that sense of space. They moved into state to give themselves some space. Okay, so that was like, yep, it's definitely a need. And so, of course, it's, you know, it's a big project, like build a beautiful new house, a big modern house by the beach, absolutely amazing, perfect holiday kind of location, right? But this is, you know, setting up a new life for themselves. And of course, so this becomes the new perfect holiday destination as far as friends and family are concerned. So you can imagine, because they haven't set these boundaries in place back then when they lived near everybody, they've moved, they've built a beautiful house, and all of this, so everyone's like, oh great, I'm going to come and stay. So the problem has now not actually gone away just by avoidance, as they never really do, but it has totally translated and moved interstate, and now they're in the situation where they've got people turning up unannounced. I don't know about you, but that really would really irritate me if, you know, people turn up unannounced with their family, expecting to stay for a few days, not bringing any food, not bringing anything, just like landing on your doorstep and saying, hey, here we are, we're going to stay for a few days. Awesome. Lucky you, right? So that would definitely drive me crazy if people were doing that, you know, anyway. But they are, you know, beautiful, lovely, giving people that really had a difficult time saying no, you know, and just setting these boundaries in place. So, you know, for a while there, this has been going on and had been going on for about 6 months, where every other weekend they were having people come and land on their doorstep and stay, and you're going, oh my God, right, this is just too much. And I'm hearing about it from my friends. So I'm going, okay, look, stop. You know, this has got to change. You're not only like starting to affect your marriage because you're getting irritated with these people landing on your doorstep all the time. It's, you know, they're starting to fight. It's like, I'm tired of hearing about it. No, that's okay. I enjoy actually, basically, like, you know, passing on the insights and all that sort of stuff. So at the same time, it's like, I can see, you know, you're starting, for Dave, he's starting to get sick. He's starting to get run down, is low in energy and all this sort of stuff. And it's like, you've got to set this boundary for yourself, like for your health, for your relationships and all this sort of stuff. So I told him about the law of least annoyance. And I said, look, it's so much better for you to say no to somebody, annoy them. Like, sure, they can make another arrangement. That's fine. They can go stay somewhere else. There's plenty of other accommodation, right? They can't expect you to just be putting them up every single time. So having said that, put that in place. Okay. So, you know, you've set that boundary with them. Then they might be annoyed. Yes, they probably will be annoyed because there's an expectation of them, an unrealistic expectation though, you know, that they think that you should be putting them up every single time. So basically putting that boundary in place, yes, you'll annoy them, but you're going to feel amazing. You're going to feel like, hey, I've actually said what I needed to say, and I've actually like said, you know, no, nobody's staying at this particular point. So what actually happened out of that was that it came to a point where it was his wife's birthday, and of course all the friends and family, everyone's expecting to stay as usual, and he's basically put his foot down and said no one is staying. And it was almost like stunned silence, the family's like, what? No one's staying? And some of them didn't even quite get it at first. The mother is going, oh, okay, so we're not staying, but surely her sister's staying, right? His wife's sister. He's like, no one is staying. And then it's like, oh, okay. So they got it. Right, finally. Took some reinforcement. But what was the fascinating sort of turning around of all of this was that he got his space. First of all, like, he'd taken some time off work. He was like wanting to have some time with his wife and, celebrate her birthday and all of that. And because he'd set the boundary before it came to the time, and everybody had worked out their own accommodation and everybody was, turning up for the party, but because they weren't in his space and they weren't overcrowding, they weren't, basically like overstaying welcomes or anything like that, because they weren't doing that, he actually enjoyed the company that much more. He actually enjoyed and appreciated the people that were there because they weren't in his space and totally like overcrowding, pushing boundaries and all that sort of thing. And of course then, it was like happy and feeling, like you've got your own space, you've got that sense of not only, feeling that you've done the right thing by yourself, but you've done the right thing by your relationships. Like even his wife is, they're not fighting anymore because they totally have set that tone. And the amazing thing out of that is how much it's actually improved the family relationships and the communication. And then, the next time people are coming to stay, they're already asking now. That's a turning point. They're actually asking now if they can actually stay and making arrangements that works for everybody, not just, putting that expectation onto people. So there you go, beautiful people. It's all about setting boundaries when you need to, understanding that you are not doing the wrong thing by anyone. You're actually doing the right thing by yourself, but you're doing the right thing by them if you are actually putting that relationship, that friendship back into a place of equal balance and fair exchange and a nice flowing energy. So yeah, it can be hard to say no. You don't want to upset people, but you're much better off upsetting them than you are upsetting yourself, and also then doing harm to the relationships, to the friendships and that sort of thing. So there we are. That is all what it is about today. Fantastic. Facundo says he knows what I'm talking about. Yes, you got to put your foot down sometimes. Absolutely you do. You are, it's all about setting boundaries. Life will definitely pop up and challenge you and make you set them when you need to. It's like if you're not being true to yourself, if you're not doing that, then it's kind of like you'll keep getting these reminders because people will keep stretching those boundaries, stretching those friendships, and yes, giving you the opportunity to do that. So that's what it's all about. Love it. Fantastic. And yes, so really, really wonderful to see, obviously, the transformation that sometimes happens just by resetting those boundaries and patterns there as well. So yeah, this LOLA, I want you to remember that. Think of Lola, think of the song. I get that going in my head sometimes, Lola. And yes, it's all about, being true to yourself, which is obviously what I'm always encouraging with you beautiful people. That is it. So yeah, in the Patreon stream today, I'm going to go into this a little bit further, just because there's some other kind of universal laws going on in that are just quite interesting that you might enjoy if you want to join us over there. But yeah, it's understanding the principle a little bit deeper. And it's about breaking guilt over these things as well. Sometimes you can feel like guilty for upsetting somebody, but if you transform that, no guilt, and it makes the whole the air kind of clears, if you like, which is brilliant. Excellent. No one needs to carry around that sort of stuff. It's not necessary, not essential in life. It doesn't add anything to your life, put it that way. It just adds stress and unnecessary tension. So we don't need any of that. Fantastic. And as I mentioned this week, I did actually talk about this with some patrons on a little vlog just last week, or early in the week. And So I want to share with you just a little bit of a video, and I went on a drive. I took my patrons on a drive. It was a lot of fun. It was like the first time I've ever done it. Exactly. Hobie's with me on the song. Lola. La 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 la. All right, everybody sing along. You won't forget it now. Fantastic. Yeah. Did it. If I had it playing, we'd be all driving. All right. So anyway. Fantastic. You got it, guys. You got it. That's it. That's how I kind of remember it. Yes, everyone's got it. You got it in your minds now. All right. Well, I'm going to put something else in your minds instead. Totally cool. Eduardo, it's worth. Take the principle, Lola. You will. Yes. When you've got the chance to say no, because it's just kind of like think about it in the moment. If I say yes to this, is it going to annoy me? Well, if it is, then how about saying no to them, or just restructure it, reframe it somehow that it works for you. You can make it work for you and them, but don't be putting yourself into a position where it's going to annoy you more. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, and it's not worth it to the whole dynamic there. So anyway, fantastic. All right, so yeah, as I mentioned, I went for a little drive with the patrons this week, which was so much fun, and we had some summer vibes. I don't know if you caught my little picture just before, just to like little heads up live streams coming up, but the weather here is just amazing at the moment. It's like a summer's day. It really is. It's like we're so spoiled. This is technically winter, right? And we're talking 22, 24, even yesterday got up to 26 degrees centigrade. Low of 11 overnight. So it's just not cold and perfectly blue skies and sunny. You know, this is the Gold Coast. This is Queensland weather. It is amazing, and I'm very, very lucky and blessed to live here. And so I was doing this drive, and I had a real summertime vibe. So I ended up setting the video to Summertime, which is, you know, cool kind of chilled drum and bass track. And yes, so I have put the little video together with a bit of footage from the little vlog from the patrons as well. So that is what is coming up, and we're just going to have some summertime vibes. I know it's actually summer for most of you, right? So it just felt appropriate to share some summer vibes, because it's pretty much summer over here. It certainly looks like it, even though it's technically not, but we are very, very lucky. So here we go. We're going to have some summertime vibes for you guys. Here we go.
Summertime by Mr. X, featuring Brioni Faith.
We're leaving the city, gotta get away. Gonna leave our cares behind us and go today.
featuring Brioni Faith.
All right, some summer vibes, you guys. That is very, very cool. Yay. And sorry for those of you that are actually kind of sweltering in the heat a little bit at the moment. It's like, oh, yes, I don't want to rub it in. I mean, it just happens to be that kind of perfect weather here at the moment where, I mean, we do get ridiculously hot here as well. So I can totally empathize when it's uncomfortably hot. I mean, you know, this is our winter, but we do get the really, really hot summers as well. So it can be a bit stifling and all of that. But yes, this is like in Queensland, like Gold Coast, it's like spring and autumn are the absolute best time of year. And we don't get them for very long because it's sort of like, you know, being closer to the equator, it's more like wet and dry, but we do get those little changeable times like now, and also, yes, in the autumn. This is moving into spring. It's just amazing. So do love it. Yay. Everyone wants to hit the beach now. That's it. Yes, well, that's the best place when it's really, really, really hot and you get a bit of sea breeze and that kind of thing. Awesome. I know what you mean. Indy's saying it's like 4:30 a.m. and 18 degrees. There's times where I'm getting up early here in the summer and it might be already like 22 and you go, oh, that's just not right, you know. So the cold mornings, I mean, we've had some cold mornings here, but the coldest it really gets is like, there was one day it was 4 and another day it was like 7. That's pretty cold for us. I'm like wrapped up as much as I can be. So yes, it's very, very cool. But yes, it's like we don't really have much to complain about. We don't get ever, you know, like 0 or below 0 or anything like that. So yay. Thank you, Alexi, Tunat Cool, John Jerry, I think that's right. Heat is what made me mostly nocturnal. Yes, you know, I'm in the summer I become even more nocturnal than I already am. There was a time, I think, when I first ever came over from New Zealand to Australia, it was like 45 degrees every day and 95% humidity over here. I think that was like this here, and then I went to WA. It was pretty much just as hot, just drier heat. I was sleeping in the aircon all day and getting up at night. I just couldn't cope. You know, coming from New Zealand, it's like, it's very, very cool over there by comparison. It's, you know, this weather here right now is a bit like a New Zealand summer, so it's just amazing. Yes. Hey, LJ, good to see you over there as well. Fantastic. Lovely. Thanks, Jeff D. Enjoy the video. Awesome. Yes, I'm so spoiled, but that's why I love to like do the little Patreon videos and take a drive around and show you guys where I am, because it's so beautiful. It really is. I know 45 is getting hot. LJ, I empathize. You're in that crazy heat over there. Definitely baking hot. And I know you sort of get used to it, but you never really quite get used to it. It's just like, totally too much. Yeah, humidity, Jamie is right. It's I struggle with the humidity. You know, when it's a drier heat, I feel like you can get into the cool and stuff. And yeah, Singapore was really humid. Like some of you were here with me when I did the like Singapore trip and video, and it's like, oh my god, that was hot over there. Just all like the humidity was take like our extreme humidity here, and it was like that every day there. So it doesn't really change much over there as well. It's like, it gets too hot for me. That is all good. But yes, so a little bit of Q&A time over here, you guys. If you've got some questions, fire them in there. Do the little like at Brioni Faith thing, so I can see the, you know, highlights my name and I can see the questions come up as well. That's a little tip to make so I can spot them more easily. But yeah, just going to take like a question that came through during the week, the fortnight, whichever we are. And a really lovely question from a patron, which was basically just like asking what made me to decide to pursue my music, right? So, you know, back in the beginning, I've talked about this a little bit before. So for any newer people, it's a bit of background and that kind of thing. But yeah, it's just kind of like a opportunity to share a little bit of, you know, what brought me here, I suppose, in a way. And yeah, so, music had always been part of my life growing up. Like from, I think, the age of 4, I was playing piano and that sort of thing. But I'd never really considered taking it seriously, like as a, career. It was something that like I could do, and yes, I can play piano and I can sing a little bit, but I didn't really, pursue it too much, take it super seriously, I always thought of it as kind of like a hobby and just something that I could do that was there in the background and that kind of thing. So, I took the normal course. I'd like just school and graduated, and I went to university. Then I kind of left after a year because I wanted to go and travel, and I was a bit bored of study, and it was like, I was studying languages. So I just did like French. I did a tiny bit of German, you guys, a tiny bit. What is it? Ich spreche nicht Deutsch. So learning how to say I don't speak German. Or ich spreche Deutsch ein bisschen. Ein bisschen. Like this much. Is that about right? This is probably terrible pronunciation. I'm much better at French. I did French through school. But anyway. So studying languages, nothing to do with music during university sort of time. Left to come over to Australia after that. And, trying my hand at a few different jobs, trying, different career ideas and that kind of thing. Nothing really, really sticking. Like I did a lot of studies, I did study like human behavior. I studied sort of energy and Reiki and different things there as well. I was always very open-minded, very kind of spiritually minded, but always into like exploring beyond, what we see at the surface and that kind of thing. And people are answering questions for me. Fantastic. Very cool. Yes, Alex. Purple and black. Indies has got it. It's kind of like it's got to be both. Yeah, that's the way. Purple. I guess if you say black's technically not a color because it's all colors, then purple. But I do black and purple is my thing. I love it. Very good. Yes. So I ended up in a job that I really couldn't stand. Like I had been pursuing different things and going, it's really just not going anywhere for me. And yeah, it was, literally like, I'm a very creative person. I've always been creative. If I'm not, I wasn't doing music, I was like making jewelry, or I was painting, or I was writing, or I was always doing something creative. It's just in my nature. And so I finally, it was funny, like I tried all these things and I ended up like pushed into this job that was almost like constricting me down to being like zero creativity. I was on the phones doing customer service in a little like tiny cubicle, staring at a wall and being told what to say. Can you imagine that? Like being told what to say, and if you go off the script, you get in trouble. And it's like get back on the script, like live inside this little box. I was like, that, for someone like me, that is living torture. Okay, living torture. Just zero creativity, no good at all. And so at that time though, because I see now how life is imbalanced, right? Because I had zero creativity in my work and I was feeling really boxed in and all that sort of thing, I can see that was actually part of the equation in getting the music coming back for me. And it was literally like bubbling up in my veins. I was borrowed a keyboard off a friend and I started writing, and I was like, I just needed this like creative outlet, and I needed it to be the music because it was the most satisfying. It was like, I've done all these studies and I feel like I've got something to say and I want to put it out there, but I don't know how, so I'm just going to try and put it into my music and share some sort of like inspiration and insights and all that sort of stuff through my music. So my goal from the start was already always about writing songs of substance. That's what it was all about for me. It wasn't about, I want to be famous and I want to make a big career and all this sort of stuff. It's like, no, I just want to get this message out there and I want to do it through my music. And the music is so satisfying to me, and it was like something that came naturally to me. So it was like, I just have to do it. So yeah, it was basically the turning point though. The turning point was one day when I'm in this job, and then that one night I caught up with a friend. We had a jam, and literally it was like he's playing guitar, I'm playing the keyboards, and I'm singing a few things, and like he's just going whoa, and like the hair's standing up on the back of his neck kind of stuff, and I'm going, oh well, maybe there's something to this, maybe I really should actually do something with this. And I said to him there and then, in that moment, I said, I have to do something with my music. You know, I'd always thought of it prior to this, thought of it as one day when I've, you know, saved up a lot of money, or I've built a big business and I can, you know, afford to, then I'll go and produce an album, right? I knew that I had the music in me and I just wanted to get it out there, but I felt that the only way that was going to happen was if I built another business first and then, you know, went and paid to have an album produced. And I realized, like, it can't be left to that. Like, not only, like, should you not put your life on hold for something else, like, and think that, you know, oh, I'll pursue my creativity when this happens. At the same time, it's like, well, I'm never going to build a career that I'm really inspired about if it's not doing what I love. Like, nobody will. Like, we're not going to see it through. We're not going to give it everything that we've got. Like, you're not going to put all of your energy into it. You'll quit when it gets hard because you're not that committed to it. And it's like, it's got to be something that you love to keep you going, to keep you moving with it. And it was almost like all of this kind of like connected on that night, in that moment. And I was like, I have to do something with this. It's not negotiable anymore. Like, I didn't know how, I didn't know what was going to happen, but all I knew was that I had to do it. And I made that decision that night that I will do it. I must do something with my music. And it's really funny because there's a funny thing about decisions, right, that I didn't know at that time. The thing about decisions is the word literally means death to one option. Decision. It's like death to one option. So when you make a decision on something and you're really committed to it, obviously, like, it's a decision, it's 100% locked in. You are literally putting death to one option. There is only one option now, and it's kind of like, we're going this way. I've decided this is the way we're going, and that course is set. You know, it's like an intention or something like that. You're setting that course in place, in motion. And so I did that fairly strongly that night, because the next day when I went back to work, I got fired. Like, the only job I've ever been fired from in my life was this one. And it was a job that I really couldn't stand. I didn't want to be there. So it was totally fine. The funny thing is that I actually got fired because I was on the computer looking for another job while I'm at that job. So, fair call. You know, can't really argue with that one. It's like, well, just got busted on that. Okay, so I don't want to be here. You know it. I know it. All right, let's move on. So, of course, I was devastated at the time. Like, I didn't kind of see it coming and didn't expect to be sort of plunged into financial insecurity at that moment. But at the same time, it was the absolute best thing that could have happened to me, because I found another job literally within a day, or like a new listing came up that was the perfect job for me, and within a couple of days. And it was like back in hospitality. It was like a good job. It had paid a good salary, and it put me in a position of having the right hours and timing and, you know, financial support to actually start putting some gear together and actually start, you know, producing some music. So it was amazing. Like, the turn of events that happened immediately as I made that decision put me on the right track to actually start doing it. And you go, wow, that's pretty powerful stuff when you think about the power of making a decision. You know, it's absolutely like all empowering. So yeah, you know, that basically, if I'm to sum up, you know, what it was that basically put me on track to pursue my music, it was like need for, you know, that creativity, needing to create, and feeling like, obviously, you know, that job, as I said, was the perfect place to make me feel so pressured and so sort of trapped and all that kind of thing. That was the fire, it was the push that I needed to actually get out of there and start doing something differently. So fantastic. Like, I'm grateful so much for giving that job. It kind of gave me the push that I needed to really do something and all of that. So there we go. And lovely. Look, just reading back on some comments here. Blippy, the mass of men live lives of quiet desperation. Oh my goodness, what a quote. Wow. I'm glad you found a way not to do that. Absolutely. You know, and that's so much of what I'm about here, and I love this format and this forum to share this with you guys, because, you know, it means the world to me to be in a position of doing what I love, you know, and I only can encourage that and hope to inspire that within you, because I know that everybody's got something they love, and we all deserve to live that. We all deserve to at least give energy and time to that. You don't have to go into anything with great expectations of, oh, this is going to be, I'm writing the next bestseller, or I'm writing, I'm working towards something grand. Like, when you follow your genius, it will actually always take you on a path of really finding and expressing what is uniquely you, and it will express your genius, and it will actually turn out to be pretty grand when you give yourself permission to do that. But at the same time, there's no need to go into anything putting that sort of pressure on yourself, and I certainly didn't in the beginning with my music. I had no idea how I was going to even produce anything, but that didn't matter. It was all about, I needed to share a message. I needed to put actual music together and express. Like, to me, music is so expressive of emotion and feeling and inspiration and all that sort of thing, that it was, I needed that outlet, and it was perfect for me. And it's, and then it grows and it evolves, and the universe will back you when you back yourself. That is what has been a real big kind of turning point for me, to see that through all of this. It's like, I back myself, and every time the universe backs me, and it will put the people, places, and things in place to make you be able to follow that path. And it will, it will literally assist you on the way. It'll meet you halfway when you take that step as well. That's a very, 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 very powerful thing to be aware of. Yes. So Eduardo just saying, I hate my job, but I can't quit right now. I'm so unhappy, but I don't know what to do. Eduardo, just, like, sometimes we all find ourselves in a job that we're not that happy with, right? But it's so important to kind of transform it into a space of gratitude, to be grateful for at least the financial support that it's giving you. It's giving you something kind of like as a backstop, just while you explore what you really do want to do, and it's amazing, like, when you can sort of turn it into that and feel that sense of gratitude for it and not feel resistant to it, then you're actually going to free up a lot of energy towards focusing on what you do want to create, so it's really, really important. I have days like now, right? Because, as you guys know, I still work a full-time job and do this because this is where it's at in my life, and I hope to one day be able to do this full-time, and you'll be like seeing so much of me, you'll just be like, holy crap, she's always on. But that's the dream. But the thing is that I still do have days where I find it's difficult to be grateful. If my job starts interfering with my live stream schedule, then that starts to get frustrating. Or there are some busy weeks coming up and there's challenges there, and I think, oh, I'm not going to have as much time to create over here, and as much as it's easy to fall into a space of feeling ungrateful, or feeling like you're not you're not sort of in that space of gratitude, but that's not where you want to be in a creative space. So turning it around to saying, like, I'm grateful for my job. It gives me financial stability while I'm building my other business, while I'm building my career, while I'm building this, it gives me that while I do this. And then you can turn that into being fuel rather than being something that's taking up. As soon as we are in a space of ingratitude, or we're not feeling that sense of gratitude towards it, it's actually starting to take up more energy. Instead of giving you energy, it's actually costing you energy, because you are, maybe focused on it, being annoyed about it, frustrated, all those sorts of things. So as soon as we can, turn it around to being grateful, and find, just think of well, what is that job actually teaching you at the moment? What are you learning from it? What skills are you gaining out of it that can help you in the future? There's always going to be that. We're never in any particular job by accident. We're always there for a reason. And it's inspiring when we do connect to that and see, well, how is this actually going to help me in my future career, or whatever that may be, whatever that is for you. So I hope that helps. Definitely I apply this one fairly regularly in my life, because there's always times that it's challenging, and that's it. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it. So that is what it's all about. We got to do what we got to do, and keep moving towards the life and the vision that you hold for your life and that sort of thing. And just give if you're still unclear, undecided what it is that you really want to focus on, what gives you inspiration in your life, just give yourself some time to go to the beach and explore what your higher intuition is telling you. That might be exactly what you want to do. I always love that question, like, if you had $5 million tomorrow, or 10 million, whatever, however many, right? And you think, what would you want to spend your life doing? After you've cleared debts, after you've had your big holiday, after you've bought that car, whatever, what would you want to spend your life doing if you never had to worry about money again? And that's going to be the answer there. Just have a look into that. Like, how would you love to spend your time? What would you love to be doing? What's your creative thing that you would love to give energy to? Because that right there is going to be a big illuminator for you. So spend some time with that, my friend, and I hope that helps. Very, very cool. Now I'm going to scroll back here just a little bit. Bear with me, because I did see my name pop up. Oh, Dave, thank you. That's what makes your music so great. Has a message in each of your songs. And yes, I know. I mean, some of them are a little bit harder to find. Songs like Cybersex, you go, what's the message in that one? Well, there is actually a message in there, but it's also a bit of fun, So I think, it's not super, super serious with all of the songs, but at the same time, there is always little undertones and things, and some are a bit more obvious. Songs like Need to Change, we love getting in there with the message as well. Fantastic. So excellent. Dave said, if I had all that millions, I'd donate some to having you on every day. Oh, thank you, Dave. Wow, we'll be working on that, and there'll be some updates in the Patreon stream on some of these things that we've been talking about. All right. Yes, exactly. Hobie, music. Fantastic. Awesome. All right. So, beautiful people, we're going to move on to a bit of music. We're just talking about music. And Tattoo Dragon, hello. Sorry, I didn't give you a shout out before. I just saw your name pop up there. Good to see you, my friend. Excellent. And yes, so I'm going to wrap up the Q&A for this week, and basically I want to share with you a couple of Be Here Now remixes, which you may not have heard, you may have heard, but either way, all good. It's a bit of the Mr. X ambient remix and some Space Jam drum and bass as well. Just some really amazing atmospheres in these ones, a bit of fun, and we're still celebrating the release for Be Here Now over here, so very, very cool. But really love these remixes. They each have their own sort of groove, their own feel, and big thanks to Mr. X and Mawa for these ones. And here we go, we're going to have some Be Here Now for you guys. Here we go.
In this moment, all I need is here.
All right, you guys. I was getting a little bit involved in the chat there. There we go. I was replying to Eduardo. It's like, enjoying the vibes. Awesome. Love it. All right, so there we are. A bit of be here now, Eduardo. I love that comment about, another mantra and that you repeat to yourself all the time, daily and nightly. All I need is here. I have no fear. Be here now. That's it. So true, and what I've noticed, like for myself, even, every song, like as I was saying, like having a message and then actually kind of, it's a bit therapeutic for me, like even just working on the song and kind of putting those lyrics in there and then, working with the visuals of it. It's like I fully ingest the whole message of it in a sense. And yeah, it's been quite something for me. I feel like just having worked on that song and actually like almost like embedding that into my life in a way, I feel like I have less pressure or sense of stress or pressure on time, which is something that I used to really, really struggle with. Like I'd always feel like, there's not enough time for everything. I work full time. I need to do this. And, and my list of things to do is always massive for, whatever projects are coming up and that sort of thing. But there's this overriding sense of there is always enough time for everything that seems to come in over the top of it all now. It's like the more you're in flow, the more things will flow. So, the more you're in the moment and you are literally like being here in the moment, then yeah, you're going to flow with life instead of being resisting against life. A little bit like what we were talking about before, like being grateful and being in that space, but being here now in the present moment. It's like you're in flow with everything and things will align towards what your goals are and all that sort of sense. So amazing stuff. I love it. Yes, thank you so much for that comment. It was brilliant. And yes, Dave's like, yeah, if it's purple, it might be mine. I'm not really sure what that's referring to, but purple is a theme. It is definitely a theme. You'll notice it through, particularly through my like thumbnails and this thing. It's like pink, purple, purple, purple. Yes, there's plenty of purple. Purple check. It is all over the place. Definitely. I love it. Yay. Thank you, Gabrielle, supporting links and sharing those as well. Absolutely. We love to share the love over here. So invite anyone you like. All good. I just realized as well, like at the beginning of the stream, I usually say, oh yeah, by the way, we've got like giveaways coming up, but we're getting to that point. Anyway, I've kind of just got a bit distracted with the whole like, yay, 2 million views sort of thing and didn't actually go into that. But that's totally fine. We all know what the go is, and for anyone new, welcome. And to let you know what goes on over here, we're about to hit into some trivia section, which is lots of fun. We always love the trivia. And then after that we have the Magic Purple Bowl, which we have basically, we give away 3 EPs to a lucky person whose name is in there. And how you get your name in there is through being part of the Facebook page post or on Twitter as well, and just share or retweet that link for the live stream and that kind of thing, and you'll be in there. All right, so it is trivia time, people. Trivia time. Awesome. Are you ready? Watch out, everyone. Indies is back, and he's the trivia king. So you will have your work cut out for you today, but I'm going to try and make it easy. I've got a couple, like starting off with a multiple choice. So trying to be nice here. Awesome. Yay. So that is it. We are starting off. Okay, question number one. Which was my very first industrial release? Okay. Which was my very first industrial release? So I'm going to give you 4 options. A, Skyscrapers. B, Need to Change. C, Oblivion. And D, Cybersex. Alright, so A, B, C or D. Ryban says E. You are not going to get it with that one. Fantastic. A, B, C, D. So A is Skyscrapers. B, Need to Change. C, Oblivion. D, Cybersex. Facundo comes out with human, which isn't on the list, but that's cool. Good try. My very first industrial release, people. Very first. Oh, I see the answer. Yay. Axe has got it. Cyber 6. Correct. Good job, Axe. You got it. It is Cyber 6. Very first one. First one to feature industrial dance. There we go. Back a little while ago now, but it is still there. Awesome. All right. So, very, very good. All right. So, question number 2, people. Question number 2. I haven't explained for anyone that's new. We have 3 questions in the trivia. And whoever wins the 3 questions, they go into the final round. And then the winner of that will get the EP of Summertime today, because we're celebrating summertime vibes. So that's what it's all about. All right. I'm not very good at explaining things today, so sorry about that. Just, rolling with it as it goes. Live stream. Live TV, people. We don't always remember everything on the spot. All right. I have no teleprompters. Okay, so question number 2, which is going to be quite funny. All right. Question number 2, how long have I been doing these live streams? So I would like the month that I began doing these live streams, which might suggest that I should be better at this by now, but all the same, we're getting there. There's always things that pop up on live streams, no matter how much you've been doing them. But I'm going to say month and year, please. Month and year. For how long have I been doing the live streams? When did I begin? Sorry, month and year. Month and year. When did I begin? We are going to check that out and see when 10 months. Yeah, I better ask for the month and year, because otherwise it's going to require maths, which is not a terribly weak point. Oh, all right, we have the correct answer. Facundo, December 17. Brilliant. Sorry, I didn't phrase that question very well. Sorry, guys. Oh, dear. We'll put some more thought into how I ask these questions in future. That's just, I'm asking for how many months. And then I'm asking, sorry about that. Facundo got it. December 2017. We're going to be coming up to a year soon, people, of doing live streams. That's pretty exciting. Going to have like a birthday cake or something. What do you reckon? Yay. We'll have a celebration. It'll be around Christmas, so we'll just make it a live stream birthday party. Something like that. Awesome. So yes, actually, I think it's probably about 9 months is about right. About right? Yeah. Be getting close to that. Something like that. Fantastic. So, been going for a little while with these and loving your company the whole time. So, awesome. That's what it's about. So, we have Axe, Genesis and Facundo so far into the final round. And we have another chance for you people. Question number 3. Okay. Question number 3. Name one of my collaborations with Mr. X. One of them's already played today. It's also possibly the giveaway EP for this trivia section that I might have mentioned a couple of times. And there is another one though, so you could possibly get this with a couple of answers, actually. So, and while we're waiting for that answer to come through, I saw a question from somebody asking, and I'm not finding it. Oh yes, someone asking if I have been singing today. Well, we did a little impromptu version of Lola, but apart from that, next week is a performance live stream. So I hope you can be here for that one. There's going to be lots of music and singing on that stream next week. So, all right, here we go. Oh, goodness me. Somebody who got it in there first, Ryben. Congratulations, Ryben, with Summertime. Now, you see, yeah, you guys are kind of right with the Be Here Now thing. Making me think now. It's kind of correct. So, tell you what, Be Here Now, technically is actually collaboration with Mr. X. Yes, it actually is. But I didn't think of that one. I was thinking more of the ones that are Mr. X featuring Brioni Faith. But that counts. So that means Dr. Song, you are into the final round as well, because I'm going to give you that one. And now the first person that got Summertime or Into the Sky, Ryban. So Ryban, Dr. Song, Axe, and Facundo. 4 of you into the final round. All right, let's go. That is what it's about. Haha. You technically, you're right, so I'm going to give you that. Fantastic. Okay, final round question. Final round. We are going for a lyric question here for Skyscrapers. Okay, Skyscrapers question. So I'm looking for 4 words that follow on from what I'm about to say for you. So, in the lyrics, I believe in the power. Together we are stronger. And the next 4 words are da 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 da. That's the syllables. Da 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 da. Okay, so of our finalists, can somebody get the 4 words in those lyrics for Skyscrapers? All right. Da, 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 da. Waiting for it to. So it's the 4 words after Together We Are Stronger. I'm just mouthing the lyrics there. Anybody, are you gonna get 'em? Are you gonna get 'em? I believe in the power. Together we are stronger. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Anybody? The first word is we can. We can. Oh, so close, Indy, so close. Even though you're not in the final round. But so close. The first 2 words are we can. We can. We can. How we going? Anybody? Any takers? Oh, we can rise. I'm really helping you now, right? 1 word. Give me 1 word. Yes. Okay. Eduardo's got it. If nobody else types it, Eduardo's going to get it. Final round contestants. Retype what Eduardo has put because he's helping you out here big time. Bless your heart, Eduardo. All right. Axe. Yay. Oh, hardest trivia question ever. What do you reckon? That was a bit of a mean one because it wasn't like a real obvious line. It was like one of the embedded lines in there. Oh, well done, Axe. All right. And you know what, Eduardo? I'm going to give it to you too because you helped him out and you're amazing. All right. Yay. Good job, you guys. So Axe and Eduardo are getting the EP of Summertime. I'm going to share those summertime vibes with you guys. Awesome. Well done, you guys. Good job. It was a little, Ginyu. Hey, good to see you. Almost didn't make it. Glad to be here. Beautiful. Mwah. Thank you, Ginyu. Always a pleasure. Yay. You've made it just in time for the giveaway. So here we go. Fantastic. Awesome and lovely. Yay. So Eduardo and Axe, we're sending those through to you after all of this. Fantastic. Andrew's got it now. We can rise above. Excellent. Rise above, people. Excellent. All right. Ryban says I suck at hearing and remembering lyrics. Yes, I know. I'm sometimes the same. Or just like, thankfully I remember my own, right? But I work on them so much that I have, no chance to forget. Fantastic. Awesome. All right. So, you know what that means, people. It is giveaway time. So, if you have your name in the amazing, I'll grab this one first, in the amazing Axe Genesis Purple Bowl, sent with love from the US, fantastic, my favourite purple bowl in the whole world, and, yay, holding really untidily today, you basically, somebody in there is going to get 3 of these signed and sent with love and sent out to you. So that is what we are all about every week. I love to give back and give to you guys because you give me so much and I love you. And we have 3 prizes as part of this. So what that means is that of the summertime collection, the first person I draw out will get the MP3, the second person will get the EP, and the third person will get the 3 EP CDs. How about that? I'm getting good with my jingle garden. Oh, look, I just was about to say how good I'm getting with my terminology, and I completely ruined that. Oh, I'm getting really good with my jingle garden today. Did you notice? Did you notice how good that was? Oh, fantastic. All right. Okay, so I don't even know what I was trying to say, honestly. Jargon. Something to do with jargon. Anyway, it's all about the jingle garden. So, beautiful people, we have, Indy's out of practice. Yes, Indy's, you get back into it. You will. Amazing. All right. Yes, Eduardo has the full set now. I'll tell you, he's doing all right over there. Okay, so the process here for somebody to get the MP3 of summertime. Oh, yay, it is Dave Bukowski. All right, Dave. Sending you some summertime vibes over there as well, Dave. Awesome. Yay. Good job, Dave. Thank you for the sharing and the sharing the love and all of that as well. Fantastic. Good job. All right. And here we go. Second prize being the full EP of Summertime. Just to share the heat wave around the world. Here we go. And this one, who have we got? Oh, yay. Here we go. Yay. This is Angel and Delgado. I think Angel's not here with us today, but he's often here. Yay for Angel. Good job, Angel. I'm going to be sending you through summertime vibes. Excellent. Yay for Angel. Awesome stuff. All right, you people. We are now getting into the drum roll section. This is always a challenge with only one pair of hands. Here we go. Now I'm going to grab every single one that I possibly can in here. And here we go. Oh, it's making a mess. Making a mess. I'm going to hold that right here. I'm going to go for the drum roll. Drum roll, please. And the winner for this is... Yay! Jean-Paul Wingards. You can see that over here. It's better. Yay for Jean-Paul. Jean-Paul has won the 3 EP CDs today. Fantastic. Yay for Jean-Paul. He shares and likes and does that whole thing. Oh, CD's falling on the floor. Fantastic. He does it every single live stream, you guys. So yay for Jean-Paul. Amazing work. Amazing stuff. Excellent. Congratulations to the winners, you people. I will be sending you out all of those things. Yay. Good job. Thanks again, Byron, for the drum roll. That's right. Wouldn't be the same without sound effects for this stuff. Absolutely. A headset mic. You think, Malin, that's not going to fit over this hair? Oh my goodness, no. No, it's totally fine. We just work it out and we just have like names thrown around at the end. The set is just like a ticker tape parade's been through here. It's what it looks like. Fantastic. Yay. All right. Congratulations. And hey to Casey, just coming in at the last minute. Good to see you, Casey Strand. Good stuff. All right. So, beautiful people, we're going to be wrapping up over here. Going to be heading over. Gone a bit over time today. Bit too much fun, but lots of inspiration going on. So, loving it. And yes, so remember next week, live performance, you guys. I can't wait. We're going to be sharing some music, and for the patrons next week, going to be doing a song that I haven't performed over here before as well. Fantastic. Love it. So, Yay. Thank you so much for all of you being here. And yes, next week, the 20th, going to be the same time, like 12 o'clock my time, Australian Eastern Standard Time. So same time slot, same channel. Just keep an eye out for the link. If you're not subscribed already, remember subscribe and hit that notification bell, because then you will definitely get notifications on the live stream and that sort of thing. Fantastic. Yay. And yes, if you're inspired to join us, like Ginyu, obviously, if you want to email during the break, you can, I can send you a link. If you can't be there, I can always send it to you. You can share it later on in the Patreon stream after this one. So if you're inspired to join us, there's a link down in description as well. And yes, there's some special updates coming up over there and some more universal laws, because we love to explore those. Excellent. So yes, going to give some shout outs to all of you that are still here, or fantastic. Becca, I'm sorry I can't pronounce your name correctly. I think that might be Russian. Becca saying, it's my first time watching in real time. I'm cheerful and pleasant. Thank you. That's lovely. And be back next week. We're going to have some live music. I think you were asking about that as well. Steve Beecham, good to see you. Have a great afternoon as well, my friend. Serial Killer, Byron Horde, Eduardo, great to see you again. See some of you guys on the Patreon stream after this one. Ron Carlson, Indy's Ghost. Who else is here? Andrew Guerrero. I think that might be Andrew Guerrero. Ginyu, I Would Do Nothing. Dave Bukowski, always in the house. Fantastic. Hobie Benelli. Alexei Ishutin. John Jerry. Lothar. Blippy. Midnight Almaz. Hey, good to see you. So I didn't see you before. Michelle Faith. Gabriel Kane. Malin and Daryl and Axe and the rest. Absolutely. Big love to everybody. Turbo Turd, everybody's here. Everybody who's still here. And yes, big love to all of you. So group hugs, people. Big group hugs. Bring it in. Bring it in. Bring it in. And I really, really look forward to catching up with you, beautiful people, next week. I'm going to have some live music. Fantastic. So have an amazing week. Big love to all of you. Remember Lola. Take it with you during the week. And yes, I look forward to seeing you either next week at the next perfect time. Mwah. Big love to all of you, and stay true to your awesome, beautiful selves. And I look forward to seeing you very, very soon. Awesome. All right. So bye for now, beautiful people. Mwah. And a bientôt.